Casting from the basement of La Penta, it's WICR.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Sports Vault Jersey. Joe Archino back here, and it is all happening in front of our eyes. The English Premier League, the title race, just has really taken it to another level after this weekend with Leicester City falling to Arsenal. And, I did my shows on Friday. It was pretty accurate. I had Tottenham beating Man City 2-1, and I had Arsenal beating Leicester City 2-1. Here's the biggest point, though. I said on Friday that even if Leicester City lost this match like I expected them to, that it wouldn't change things. Leicester City is still in firm control over the Premier League. Now, we'll kind of talk about that match and the way that it went. Obviously, I kind of felt it would happen late for Arsenal. They would find that second goal late. I'm not sure if I thought it was going to be in added time from Danny Welbeck, but that is what Arsenal has done at points this season. It was a very, very competitive game. Leicester City really played a great game, and I would have thought for them to even walk away with a point there would have just been even better. But the loss still does not hurt Leicester City because what they have done all season is taken care of all their business. They haven't missed out on opportunities. When you go into a match like Arsenal, that's a difficult game. It doesn't matter if you're Leicester City, if you're Manchester United, if you're Newcastle. This is a difficult match no matter who you are, especially at the Emirates. So I don't look at this game and say this was an exposing game for Leicester. Not at all. They played a competitive match. I never expected them to win this one. I still think Leicester holds the key to the title. And really, the thing you have to look at if you're Leicester is you can't put your head down because the next 8 matches that you have are extraordinarily competitive in your favor. Leicester City has a chance to not draw points in any of these matches, and I don't think they will because, again, I'll go back to the point I always make. These clubs at this point of the season have shown us who they really are. We have seen a consistency on the side of Leicester that has been lacking on the side of Arsenal and on the side of clubs like Manchester City. But when I look at Arsenal, the fact that they've taken care of everyone that they've supposed to all season shows me they will not drop points in these next 8 matches. And I'll read them to you. Norwich, West Brom, at Watford, Newcastle, at Crystal Palace, Southampton, Sunderland, and West Ham. None of those are games that they should drop points in, and I don't think they will. When you are good defensively, you're not going to concede a lot of goals. Leicester really doesn't concede a lot of goals. I mean, that match really should have ended 1-1. They both walk away with a point, but Welbeck really just found Arsenal was very active towards the goal at the end of that game. You knew they really had a lot of opportunities, and they were able to capitalize. But I think for the most part, Leicester City still holds all the cards to win this title. All they have to do is do exactly what they've done all season and take care of who they're supposed to take care of. There really isn't a whole lot of matches coming up left that are going to present them with a lot of problems. They've really played out most of the top-tier clubs they're going to have to face. I mean, they faced Manchester City at both times. They've now faced Arsenal both times. The rest of the way for them really is hopeful. And again, I don't think this is going to be a big problem because we go back to Arsenal. And is Arsenal a better club on paper than Leicester City? Absolutely. But has Arsenal been as consistent as Leicester City this season? No, they have not. Arsenal has had periods of inconsistency, periods where they have missed out on opportunities. Those factors right there really make the ultimate difference when the title is all said and done. And because of that, I do still think Leicester holds all the cards here, and they will still hold up the Premier League title because, again, it really comes down to who's been the most consistent, who plays the best as a team. The egos haven't gotten in the way for Leicester unless they put their heads down, which I don't think that they will because, again, like I just said, that is an extremely favorable schedule they have coming up. They could really walk away with points in those next 8 matches. I really would be very surprised if they drop points in any of those matches. I think they're good enough defensively. They play good enough. They communicate. They really get the ball, and they have meaningful possession. Jamie Vardy, you saw him get the penalty and score on that. But, I think they have what it takes. They have a favorable schedule coming up. They have everything in front of them. I think Leicester City still has what it takes to win this title. Arsenal is going to be on top of them. And the next club, which I'll get to in a minute, Tottenham Hotspur, really is also coming into their own. But, if you look at this and you're trying to find reasons for Leicester not to win this title, I don't think that's what you should walk away from this game with. I still thought Arsenal was going to win. Again, at the Emirates, Arsenal is a very, very complete side. They are a more complete side than Leicester City, but what it all comes down to is consistency. Leicester has shown more consistency all season than any of the other clubs, any of the top clubs in the Premier League, and their schedule coming up is in their favor. I think it's still in control for them, and certainly Arsenal is going to put heat on them. Tottenham is heating up. Manchester City, I think, is really fallen by the roadside, and they will be discussed in another segment, but if you have to come up with thoughts after this weekend's massive results, for me, it's still Leicester in control, and the destiny and the title is still in their hands. All they have to do is take care of business like they have all season, and we will certainly continue to see if Leicester can do that. But until next time, Jersey Joe Archino here with the Sports Vault. You can follow me on Twitter at Joe Archino, on Instagram, Jersey_Joe Archino, and we'll see y'all next time.